Kwagga, Georgia is 11th in the world, and for them it's a big opportunity to play against you guys. And traditionally they're not a rugby nation. They wrestlers, they weightlifters, so they're strong people. Do you expect something like you got from Italy in the first game when it comes to breakdowns from them this weekend?
Most definitely. I think the Georgians is hard people, like you say. They're really good. They're always strong. I think they grow up also in a rural country, and they're strong people, and they have a lot of passion. So they'll definitely come out. Everyone want to measure themselves against the Springboks. So we definitely know it's going to be a tough battle this weekend. They're going to be physical, and they're one team that never steps back. I mean, it doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. Those guys will keep on fighting, keep on playing. Because for them, it's also important. They want to measure themselves against us and against the Springboks, because that might give them opportunity to get a contract in France or wherever in the world. So it's a huge opportunity for them also to prove themselves against the best, and that might open their career forward.
The plan is to build depth within the squad, and preferably with like 3 options available to him in every position. That's becoming very evident and clear when we see the team and the changes week in, week out, especially in the past 4 games. How healthy is that for you as a player? Many will look at it as a potentially a deterrent, like I'm never really going to play because there's 3 other players. But surely it's healthy knowing that added motivation to work. Just maybe a bit harder to get that. So speak to a bit about the wing position and how healthy that is, having so much competition, but healthy competition because of that.
Yeah, I think there's the states in your career where you get comfortable, and then there's other guys coming through and putting their hand up, and just to get your wake-up call, to know that listen, there's other guys coming, and also they want to play for the Springboks. So I mean, it's good, like you said, it's healthy competition, and that's what we need. It's good for SA Rugby. Yeah.
Following on from that, Adam mentioning the breakdowns, it was obviously a tough time at the breakdowns at Loftus Versfeld, but there seemed to be an improvement in Kwagga. How much of that is down to different referees and needing to adapt to, is that still a big issue for you guys at international rugby, that it changes so markedly?
Yeah, I don't think the referees is too much of an influence on it. I think they all have their own standards that they referee according to. I think our mindset against Italy at Loftus maybe wasn't up there as it should have been. And obviously after you get a beating in some department, you go and rectify it. So obviously it was better than the next weekend. So I think it was just a focus that we maybe didn't put enough focus on the breakdown, and obviously after that we rectified it.
Can bloggers unmute?
Hi, quickly. I'm sure you're aware that should you try score a try this weekend, which is likely to happen, you will surpass Donnie's tries per game ratio. What do your records mean to you, and just something about the player that he was, maybe?
For me, records doesn't really mean anything. For me, it's just being on the field, enjoy the game of rugby with my teammates, and contribute towards the team. Yeah.
Something about surpassing someone like Donnie's record. I mean, in the days that he played, it was probably a bit difficult to get to that kind of record. They didn't play that many games.
Yeah, no, I think Donnie, he played really well, and I think surpassing that would be something special. But yeah, like I said, he was a finisher. But yeah, it would be special if I surpass that. But yeah.
Thanks.
There's a new member in the hybrid family with the Arendse. Just how is that been? Watching him slot in and take up that role, for the team, and also, in terms of preparation, when you have that hybrid role, playing as a back and as a forward and a back, or vice versa, how do you prepare for the week ahead, or for test match, when you are on the bench and you have to execute that role.
Yeah, definitely. I think.
Just before you answer. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, definitely. Andre is a versatile player. I mean, I played with him sevens. I was hooker and he was tight at prop, so I think he's a really versatile player. He's a guy that can also adjust to what's happening, and I think for us as players that's filling more than one role, more than one position, filling 3 positions in a game, it's not almost in that week where you get the preparation, it's almost in the camps, when we have camps before we start going into test weeks, where you get that preparation. And that's really important, because when you go into test week, you want to focus on your main position. Say if it's, for me instance, it's maybe 6 and 8 or whatever, I want to focus on that, but then I've done the work to maybe cover wing in the camp. So then you have that background, and if something happens, because it's not going to happen every game, it might happen once in every 10 games, so then you'll be able to slot in there. So we try and divide it like that, so you do that preparation in all the camps we have before we go into tests.
And then when you're in a game situation, how do you sort of adjust to it? Knowing when to be, when there's this line out.
Yeah, I think it's just preparation. I think if you've done it in training, that's the thing. We have so much competition in our team. If you train against the other team, they're probably just as good to be number 1 in the world. So the quality of training you get is really good, and we're a bigger squad, and that helps a lot for that, because it's 2 full teams training against each other. You can slot into those positions and get repetitions.